Grafting winds. And we have sent the fertilizing winds and sent down water from the sky and given you drink from it. And you are not its retainers. Al-Hijr 22. The fact that winds were mentioned as inoculants approximately 14 centuries ago reveals a scientific fact that was not known at that time. For many years, humanity thought that the relationship between wind and rain consisted only of the wind dragging the rain clouds away. With the development of science and technology in our age, research on physical events on Earth showed that the relationship between wind and rain is not just the wind dragging the clouds away. The winds have an inoculating function, just as the verse states. The wind was instilling rain clouds so that the rain could fall. Air bubbles form due to foaming on the oceans, seas and other waters. These mix with the dust carried by the winds from the land and take off towards the upper layers of the atmosphere. These particles raised by the winds combine with water vapor, and the water vapor condenses around these particles. Without these particles, water vapor cannot form a cloud. The formation of clouds occurs when the winds inoculate the free water vapor in the air with the particles they carry. In other words, as mentioned in the verse, the winds act as a complete inoculation and inoculate with particles called condensation nuclei so that the water vapor in the sky condenses and becomes a cloud. This event is so important that if the winds did not do this duty of vaccination, it would not be possible to talk about life on Earth. Of course, the most interesting and astonishing aspect of the work is that this scientific fact was reported miraculously by an illiterate person at a time when science and technology were not available. Now we ask, is it possible for this fact, which was only discovered in the 20th century, to be discovered by an illiterate person 14 centuries ago? Of course no. Besides, is it possible for an illiterate person to refer to the winds as an inoculator, not with any other adjective, at a time when technological opportunities are deprived? Of course no. Even if all the humanity living at that time came together, it would never be possible to discover such a thing and to talk about the winds as inoculation. For that was a time when it was believed that when a bunch of bushes were tied to the tail of a cow and set on fire, it would rain. Chemical facts such as the winds dragging the air bubbles called aerosol from the land and mixing them with dust and combining them with water vapor in the upper layers of the atmosphere in order for the water vapor in the sky to condense and become a cloud, and the water vapor condensing around these particles and forming clouds. Chemical facts have only been obtained with the researches made with the technological possibilities of this century. How can this scientific fact be explained miraculously by an illiterate human being at such a time, other than that that person is the messenger of Allah and the book in his hand is Allah's book? As time gets older, the Qur'an gets younger and many bright miracles of this divine word, which is a miracle in every aspect, appear. Yes, this news is only the news of Allah, who sends the winds as inoculation and sends down water from the sky. The person who brought this news to us is only the messenger of Allah. We believed and we obeyed.